Hello again, my lovelies. Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to Stash Smash Saturday with my good friend Jackie. You know her as jqcrafty. So this is the first Stash Smash in May. We are now in our 5th month. It is awesome. Me and Jackie got together at the end of last year, and we were kind of chatting online and talking about all the leftover kits and collections that we had that we bought because we loved and played with, and then got down to the nitty gritty, and then they're just still here in our stash. So we've made it a mission to blow through these. Last week I did finish up not only May's list or April's list, but that kit. I smashed that How to Kill a Kit. So this is one that I've had for quite some time, and I don't have any 12x12 papers. I only have 6x6 papers, so I will be pulling in wood grains and cardstocks and fun stuff like that to polish this off. But I received this from Scrapbook Your Joy as a guest designer, and I created several layouts, and there was just so much that I just never went back to it. It's more of a subdued color palette, so I figured let's get into this and use this for Stash Smash Saturday, right? So you also know that Jackie and I give each other a list, because we have to put a twist and make things interesting. So in order to help Stash Smash, we gave each other a list of 7 items. We have to use at least 5 items of this list on our layouts. And when we consider a kit smashed is when there's no more 12x12 papers, or we don't have, or the embellishments. We don't have enough to make another layout, because obviously I don't have any 12x12, so technically. But, so Jackie's list for May is 6x6 or 6x8, unless you're me and you write 6x6 twice. 6x6 or 6x8 paper pads, which I've got that because the collection actually came with one. And like I said, I have used it and cut into it and been crazy with the paper pad. And this is the Rosie's Studio This Is Us collection. So very fall themed, but I'm breaking away from bright colors. You got to keep switching it up. So I've got that we will be using. She said to use chipboard. So within here, I do have some chipboard embellishments. So we got that one too. Flare. I will have to pull in some flare. Let me grab those real quick because Dottie about flare is my life. But Adam's just my really good friend, so you gotta support. So we've got flare that we will get stuck on here. When Jackie was making the list, not gonna lie, she was listening to birds chirp, so she gave me birds, and I will venture to bet, yeah, there's actually a little thing of birds in here. So all I have to do is find them and stick them on a layout, and we will get the birds. Puffy stickers. So I do have all kinds of puffy stickers. So I have a puffy alpha. I have a puffy word phrase. We have puffy hearts, and we have puffy word stickers. So puffy stickers is also in the kit. So I'm just, really, I really did grab the right kit for Jackie's list. Frames, guess what? It also came with a chipboard frame, so that actually knocks 2 of them out in one. And then stamped words. So I pulled out, because I'm going to do, the stamps will probably change each week, but I'm doing a layout of Sam when he was an itty bitty in 1st grade, and he was in Cub Scouts, and we went to the local fire department, and where we were from, it wasn't volunteer, so it was the firehouse. Went to the firehouse and they let the boys shoot the fire hose. So since it's about Sam, I pulled out my Simple Stories 4x6 stamps, the Bro & Co. And I have to use stamped words. So we have awesome and cool and do your thing, hope your day rocks, you rock and you're killing it, and dude. Totally going to get those on there as well. The only other things that I have is what my kit was wrapped in, which is a whole bunch of white tissue paper. So I'm going to try to incorporate that. And the florals. So, I think I'm actually, for the first time ever, going to get all 7 on here. So I do have to go and pull out, I think I'm just going to pull out a wood grain, you guys. And I have a whole 13x13. Well, it's probably 12x12 envelope, and it's full of backgrounds. So it's mixed media backgrounds that I made for classes and such. And then it's all kinds of wood grains and stuff, so we can just pop right in here. And so basically any wood grain that I get, I just kind of bring in. So we're going to pull in this one, and this is the wood grain from Close to My Heart. They have like a whole collection of wood grains, and yeah, definitely going to use this one because it matches the mood and feel. So let me go ahead and kind of sort this stuff out and figure out a design. Oh, I know what else I forgot. I don't have to figure out a design. Woo! Because I'm also incorporating this with May I Scraplift You. And as today is day 7, fun twist, I am scraplifting my lovely and dear friend Moira. And if you go on her channel today, she's scraplifting me today too. So we were doing funny stuff, and I had asked her to choose a layout for me to scrap lift. And she said, I'm going to scraplift you on the 7th. And I was like, wouldn't it be funny if I have you wrote down for the 7th? And so I switched it, obviously, and put her on the 7th. So we are both going to scraplift each other today. And this is the lovely layout that Moira sent me. And I love it. It's got some mixed media, and we've got 3 fun clusters and 1 photo. So I'm going to be scraplifting Moira. All right. So I need to get some stuff cut down and pull. This is a lot, so I'm going to pull just a few things out and probably stick what I can on wax paper, and I will be right back. Alright, so I took this stencil, which is a 6x6 stencil from the Crafter's Workshop that I picked up at a Cherry on Top, called Mini Gears, and I created the 3 areas that Moira has. It looks like she did some clocks. I have a clock stencil, but I haven't played with this stencil yet. So went ahead and did that. I've pulled out a whole bunch of things over here. So now we just got to start assembling. So we need to trim our photo down just a bit. This is not the best photo. So this was like one of my first camera phones, so you can imagine. So we'll just trim that down, and it's been printed forever. Let's grab the 6x6 paper pad, and we're even going to use some tissue paper. So we'll do the tissue paper first, and we'll just staple it in a few spots just to hold her steady. We'll just get that stuck on there, and then we're going to cut off this big hunk, which is quite a lot. Actually, way too much. Excuse me. So let's just rip a handful of this off of here. Alright, that'll do. And we'll just come in and put a rough layer around, just to give it a bit of a border. To staple it up here as well. Okay. That just looks kind of horrible. So let's just do 1 layer. I got a little overzealous there. So we'll just put the 1 layer of tissue paper behind it because that was not looking pretty, and I definitely want to do Moira justice by scrap lifting her. We're just going to come in, and this will just soften the edges, so when we use the paper pad, it'll look pretty. Alright, So we want to see what we have. There's a lot of scraps in here. Let's see, let's take a pink and a green and this blue, so using up some of that. Alright, so definitely, let me erase my marks here. So I can get them marked off as I actually get them used. So, 6x6 paper pad, check. Oh, and I used distressed and walnut stain to do that, in case you guys hadn't already figured that out, because it's sitting there to do the stencil work. And we're going to go with this one. Just trim it down. Ooh, this was like, honestly, you guys, the perfect kit collection to use with Jackie's list. And I didn't really even think it through. It's almost like I did. And I'm going to save this because I'm going to come in with some kind of fun layout for next week, right? To kind of use up some of those scraps. Alright. Then we'll get this one on there. Roughly trim that out. And I just use my scissors because I feel like I have more control with my scissors. It's not perfect, but it gives it character. Alright, save this piece, and one more time. I totally thought I was doing the wrong layout, you guys. Oh, goodness me. Because I just completed my Stash Dive Tuesday. Because I work on like 6 layouts at a time. And complete them at like weird, awkward intervals, you know? So that was like last, you guys seen that on Tuesday. Alright, and let's pop this up on some foam. I'm too lazy to grab my other scissors. So, but yes, I am completing today's layouts, and it's still Sunday. Sunday the 1st of May. My sister-in-law just reminded me that next week's Mother's Day. Wonder if my son knows. Should probably remind him. Alright. I even have my flare pulled out, which is one of the kits that MK created for Dottie About Flares. So the picture is going to go right there. We're just going to get that stuck on now. Oh man. Sometimes the foam repels it. So I'm going to use some of my liquid glue as well. Just to make sure it sticks. And cattywampus thing like Moira has. Alright, so now we need to get some of these guys on here. So I'm going to use the frames. To add one in each of the clusters. So put that guy over there. We're going to put this one on the other side. Cut it in half so I can make it work. Make it work. And we'll stick this part up here so it looks like it's part of the whoop. And then we've got this one. We want to do just like that because I'm going to run it. We should probably have just done it this way. Let's just be honest. And then we're going to run that. Well, I dropped that piece, but that's okay. Get this glued down. Just stick that to the edge. And then this one is going to do, we're not going to run this one off the page, but I got each color. So actually this really does check off a 2 from Jack's list. But we're just going to go with the frames. So that takes care of the frames. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to start sticking all of these things down. I'm going to pull in the chipboard, see if I can get those pieces on there, and I will come back with an update because we are really far into this and I've got nothing done. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we got a lot more done. I got the chipboard pieces on there in several areas. Well, it looks like Fun Times, and this piece is chipboard. So we got that on there. I got the bird here, and another set of birds there. I've got puffy stickers. The gold hearts are puffy stickers, and the little word bits are puffy stickers. So we just need to get the flare and the stamped words on, and we killed it. Well, we didn't really kill it, but we nailed it. Alright, this one's going to be around for a few weeks, you guys. We have a lot left, but it's just not something that I have played with much, and I would like to play with it. So that was the reason that I brought it out, right? So we are just getting some of these little flares tucked in. This guy needs to spin. I have my title up here, which is just simply going to be memories. And the last thing we need to do is stamp some words around. So let's see. Let's do the awesome. And we're just going to use the same. We're going to use the Distress Oxiding because it will match. And we'll just pop awesome right there. And then we'll come in with another word. Let's do this is what you're killing it. And just stick that right there. And I will clean these off properly when I'm done. And do your thing. those in there. Just put this one right here. There we go. We got some stamped wordy bits. Probably should have done those before I stuck everything down. Alright, so we're making a mess. So let's review. Get this stuff out of the way. Alright, so we have got the 6x6 paper pad, the chipboard, the flyer, the birds, the puffy stickers, the frames, and the stamped words. I have 7 things on this layout. I have also successfully lifted Moira's beautiful Prague layout. I do hope I've done you justice, Moira. This was a lot of fun. Give you guys a bit of a close-up. And I love it. So that's going to do it for today. Don't forget to go check Jackie out and see what she did for her Stash Smash Saturday. And all the lovelies that are playing along with May I Scraplift You will be listed down below. Crystal put together a fabulous list for us, so it breaks it down, and you will know who will have a video and who won't. So that's going to do it. Remember to always be kind, and I'll check you guys later with another video. Bye.